Hello lovely people, this is Kwesi coming to you live from Shanghai. I say salute to all my friends, salute to all my friends in Jamaica, salute to all my friends in New York, salute to all my fans in Brazil, salute to all my fans in Japan, salute to all my friends and loved ones here in China, Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou. Salute to all my family, friends, fans based in Ghana. Today, Kwesi is live again, just like every other week. Saturdays, 7:30 Beijing time. We are here to talk to you about business. Today, the program will be divided into two. The first segment of the program will talk about the usual things we talk about. Today, we are going to talk about jobs in China for foreigners. If you are a foreigner and you are in China, we are going to talk about the jobs that you might be able to get. Also, if you are outside China and you want to come into China, we are going to talk about the jobs that you might get. The next segment of the show will be a question and answer segment. Kwesi will give you the chance to ask any question of your choice, be it business related, be it travel related, application related, documentation related. Example, maybe you want to buy things from China and you want to ask about the process. Example, you are talking to a seller in China and you want to know how to chat him to get the best deals. Example, you want to transfer money into China and you want the cheapest and fastest means. Kwesi will answer all these questions. So people, get your questions ready. The show is structured in a way that because we all don't have time, as I'm talking, you can bring in your questions. I will read your questions sharply and quickly as possible. Mention your name and tell me where you are viewing us from, and quickly ask your question, very concise and brief. I will read your question out so that everybody will get to know the question, and I'll answer the question to the best of my knowledge and to your satisfaction. So as we are on with the show, just send your questions, and as I'm on with the show and talking, I'll read your questions out and answer it and go back to what I was talking about. So today we are going to talk about jobs in China. I want you to understand the full setup of China. So if you are coming here, you be prepared. China is a place that previously it was a very closed country. The country was very closed. They believed in doing everything themselves. They believed in doing everything by themselves and for themselves. And for some years, as the country began to grow, they saw the need to outsource. If I say outsource, I don't mean take their jobs elsewhere, but I mean they saw the need to bring in foreign talents, to bring in people who have expertise to help in some kind of areas. The job market of China started changing during the time of one of their leaders called Deng Xiaoping. Yeah, and this man really opened up China for the world. He opened up China and he allowed in foreigners to come in and bring their expertise to help build the country. So before Deng Xiaoping time, to not go into the history of China so much, I'll say it wasn't all that as good as Deng Xiaoping came. Deng Xiaoping was the one who came to make a big change so that the China economy began to take off and it began to build momentum. So during this time, that was when they started opening up their arms to seek in for foreign workers. And as at this time, they arranged everything in a way that foreigners will not come and compete with them on all their jobs. They made it in a way that foreigners will only compete for some of the jobs. I mean, foreigners will be eligible for some of the jobs, and that foreigners not be eligible for all of the jobs. What I mean is, they allow experts in a field to come here and work. If I say experts in the field, I mean skilled labor. So example, if you want to be, let's say you want to work in a factory and you are looking for a factory job, as a foreigner, don't waste your time coming to China, because factory jobs are not meant for foreigners. Yes, they are not meant for foreigners. So as a foreigner, please don't come here looking for some kind of jobs. You understand? I'm telling you this so that you know how the system is structured over here, so that you'll be able to understand and to know what you are going to look out for. So factory jobs are out. Don't come here looking for factory jobs. I'll start with the don'ts first, and then I'll go on to the do's. Okay. If you are targeting menial jobs like, let's say, cleaning, working in a bar, working in restaurants, and maybe babysitting and all those jobs, please don't come to mainland China for this. Mainland China, no, it's not an option for you, because they don't have any structure to accommodate you to work and to give you a work visa. So if you come to China and you think you are come to do this work, then maybe you're doing it illegally, which it's not good because it's not legal. So if you are arrested or if you are found working this way, you'll be jailed and be deported. So don't come to China looking for menial jobs. Don't come to China looking to be a painter. Don't come to China looking to be an electrician. Don't come to China looking to be maybe a lawyer or all those, because actually those kind of jobs are not open for foreigners. You get me? So with this mentality, then we can progress on. Then Kwesi will tell you the kind of jobs you come looking out for as a foreigner. Before I do that, I like to tell people, inform all my friends that you can go to our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is Kwesi, KWESI, If you want a lot of resources about China, our Facebook page is the page you should go for, because our Facebook page is strictly informational. All we do is just give tactical and useful information that will help you survive in China and live in China. We don't do all these jokes and entertainment and all that. No, our community don't need all those things. Our community needs to grow and progress. We need to educate a lot of people. We need to enlighten our people from Africa, our people from Jamaica and the Caribbeans. We need to enlighten all of them. So we thought about it, and we don't want to go into all those entertainment and funny jokes and all that. No, we are going to strictly business and education. Yeah, so check out our Facebook page. If you want daily activities in China, example, if you want to know about expos in China, if you want to know about business opportunities in China, if you want to know about job opportunities in China, check out our Instagram. Our Instagram is Own and Control. Our IG again is Own and Control. OWN Own and AND Control CONTROL. Own and Control. Put it together as Own and Control. You can find us on Instagram. If you want to find us on Facebook, check out Kwesi, again KWESI, www.facebook.com/Kwesi. You are going to find us. Yes. So let's continue with the jobs that you can find in China. First of all, number one, which is the biggest way to get I mean, the fastest way to get employed in China here is teaching. And when I talk about teaching, I mean mostly teaching English. Almost 90 or let's say 80% of foreign workers here in China are English teachers. They come in from the States, they come in from Europe, they come in from Africa to come and teach English. And I'll let you know one thing. People from the States and Europe, it's very easy for them to get an English teaching job here in China. But then Africans find it a little bit hard to get an English teaching job here in China, just because the Chinese have a mentality that Africans are not native speakers of English. So they make a preference. They will prefer to have somebody from the US teach them English as compared to somebody from Africa teaching them English. But then, if you come to the field of work, you see that the Africans do more in terms of putting in the will or the zeal to do the job. You find out that the Chinese kids really love the Africans teaching them than the Europeans and the Americans. I don't know, for some reasons, you ask the teachers, even you ask the white teachers, they'll tell you. You ask the American teachers, they'll tell you. The Chinese kids really love the Africans. I don't know whether because they are of a different race and skin color from them, I don't know. But then the Chinese kids find the Africans very interesting and entertaining more than the Europeans and the Americans. The Chinese kids find the Africans more to be fun. And you know, teaching kids, although you are giving them information, you must put the information in the way of fun, like playing games and having fun. Then they learn fast, then they learn quickly. So as an African, although it will be hard for you to get a job, because those doing the job advertisement, those doing the recruiting, most of the time would like to look for whites and like to look for the Europeans and the Americans. But then if you're an African and you move through and you get a job, you'll be staying with the school and sticking with the school for a very long time. The school will love to maintain you for a very long time, because the kids will eventually fall in love with you more than the other people, and the other people might be maybe pushed away so early because they don't have the willpower. They are a little bit swollen-headed, and they sometimes don't really do the work effectively as compared to the Africans. So one big thing for you Africans, if you get a job over here, you get to know that you be at a point of advantage. So I will encourage all my African brothers and sisters who want to teach English here in China to be a little bit skilled, to be of high morale, to be what I'll say is to be a little bit eager to do the job, because actually during the selection process, that is when you have a little bit of problem. But then if you go past the selection process, when you get the job, yeah, you might be at a level that you might stay there for long, and you might be paid for long, and maybe at the end you be one of the head teachers. Yeah, so I encourage my African brothers and sisters to be strong. The next thing Kwesi will be talking about is dancing. That's the next job that you find. I mean, entertainment jobs, right? These entertainment jobs are broken into different categories. We have the dancers, we have the MCs, we have the DJs, yeah, for the entertainment. Most of the time, in the mind of Chinese people, they believe that black people are fun, black people are entertaining, black people are nice to be with, black people are nice to chill with, because when they watch all these shows in America, they see all these black entertainers, example, the black hip-hoppers, the black comedians. You know, the entertainment industry in America shines a very good light on black people to be good at entertainment. So for the entertainment industry, that is also a big employer for the blacks. If you are black and you want a job and you are looking at the entertainment industry here in China, it's very easy to get a job there rather than looking for an English teaching job. Yeah, so you can be a dancer, you can be an MC, you can be a DJ. For the MCs and the DJs, especially the MCs, they love the black boys. Yes, they love the black boys. If you're a black boy and you're looking for an MC job, it's very easy for you to get as compared to a white. They'll prefer a black person to do the MC job than a white person doing the MC job. And earlier, as I told you, they believe that blacks are entertaining, blacks are fun to be with, blacks can raise the morale of the crowd because they watch music videos of 50 Cent, Akon, Chris Brown, and all those entertainers. So in their brain, the blacks are the right people to pick for the job. And I have to go back to the teaching topic again, because there was one topic I didn't mention. English teaching for Africans is a little bit tight, but then I will advise my African brothers and sisters that since the English teaching job opportunities are very tight, you should focus on other teaching jobs, like let's say teaching English, teaching math, teaching science, chemistry, physics, biology, and all that. Yeah. For the high schools and the universities, they are looking for English teachers to teach these kind of courses, and they'll be happy if they get somebody to teach like mechanics, chemistry, biology, and all that. Here in Shanghai, you see them advertising for teachers to teach science, the biology, the chemistry, and the physics. But then you have very few whites going to that kind of field. You find very few Europeans and Americans go into that kind of field. So that should be an opportunity for you, an African. Most of the Europeans and Americans who come here, they don't have a first degree, they don't have a bachelor's degree. Most of them are just secondary school leavers and all that, but then they get the opportunity to come here to come and teach. But you find that most of the Africans who come here to China, they have their first degrees, they have their bachelor's degrees. So that's what gives you an advantage over them. You can be easily selected to teach the biology, the chemistry, the physics, yeah. The Europeans who have a first degree and a master's degree and the PhDs, most of them don't come here. But then you find that Africans here are very well educated. Some have their first degree, their master's and their PhD. Because hey, back home, they wouldn't have a high salary as compared to working here. But then if you look at somebody with a master's degree in US, he wouldn't like to come to America. He wouldn't like to come to China because he also have a higher salary if he's supposed to remain in America. So this is how it is. The Americans with those degrees, they won't come here. Those who come here don't have the bachelors, the masters, and the PhDs. The Africans with the masters and the bachelors and the PhDs will come here, and they will get that kind of teaching jobs. So yeah, that's another place you should look at. People, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. It's crazy. Don't forget, if you have any specific question, just send it out to me. We have Kenny Raji online. Kenny Raji is I think watching us from China. We have Felix Ankoma online. Felix Ankoma, nice to meet you here for the first time. I hope you are going to be with us for a very long time every weekend. Yeah, Felix Ankoma, I think he's watching us from Ghana. The next job that I'll be talking about is the tech jobs. Yeah, the tech jobs. Now, you see, China is really booming in terms of tech. If we talk about tech, there's a Silicon Valley of Asia here in China. The Silicon Valley of Asia is at a place called Shenzhen. Shenzhen is a big city, it's a tech city. And let me tell you, all the electronic devices that you are using, whether you are using a phone, whether you are using a PC, whether you are using a printer, whatever electronic device you are using, bear in mind that it was produced in Shenzhen. It was produced in Shenzhen because most of the American factories come and make their orders over here or come and produce it here. They send it to America, brand it, and they sell it to the rest of the world. Some don't even send it to America. Some produce it in China, and after just drop ship from China to wherever they want to sell. So you must know that all these electronic devices that you're using was produced here in Shenzhen. Check your iPhone, where's it produced? It's produced in Shenzhen. Check your Huawei, where's it produced? Shenzhen. Check your Android. I mean, most Android phones, Samsung some is produced in Shenzhen, but then some is also produced in Korea, bro. But then most electronic devices that you might come across, you know, is produced in Shenzhen. Shenzhen is a tech hub of Asia. So if you are looking for a job and you are into IT, you might be heading towards a place called Shenzhen. And if you get there, it's like the Silicon Valley of Asia. You are going to get a lot of tech jobs. They are employing a lot of Indians. A lot of Indians are over there and they are making huge money just because the Indians are very good in tech. And the Indians don't care to take a low salary to do their tech jobs. But then I'll again encourage our Africans who are into tech to focus on Shenzhen. If you want a job in China and you are into tech, you can search for companies in Shenzhen and ask them or go on your websites if they put on a job advertisement, please apply and you are going to get it, because right now they are in need of tech hands. If I say tech hands, I mean technicians. They are in need of technicians, programmers, hardware specialists, network engineers, a lot of areas in terms of tech. If you are focusing here, you can get unemployment that you deserve. So if you are thinking about tech, if you are thinking about tech, then Shenzhen should be a place that you should be focusing. The next thing I'm going to talk about will be shocking to you, but then it seems people have not brought their attention to that place. But then I like to, let's say, open the eyes of people so that people will get to know. The next job that you can get over here is translation job. You know, Chinese companies right now want to go into Africa to start up, because right now China, the opportunities are getting limited over here in terms of customers. The customer market here is choked. So big companies right now want to reach out to Africa. They want to reach out to South America. They want to reach out to the Caribbeans. So in terms of reaching out, then they will need somebody to help them translate their language into the local language. So for example, if they are coming to Ghana, yes, they'll need an English translator. Aside the English translator, they'll need a Ghanaian who can speak Ghanaian languages like Kan, Ewe, and all that. If they are going to Nigeria, they will need a Nigerian who can speak the local Nigerian language, because getting a translator who can speak only English is not enough. You need a translator who is a local that can speak the local language, understand the local people, and understand the culture and the mindset of the people. So translation jobs is also now on the rise. As at 2014 until now, translation jobs are on the rise. So if you want to work in China and you are a translator, you can think about the translation job. The next thing I'll talk about is entrepreneurship. China is now the second biggest economy in the world. And although Africans always think about going somewhere to work, if you turn things around, what if we create a job for ourselves? Entrepreneurship here is so good that if you start up a business here, a small consulting business, you are in the middle of a lot of companies. And because you're in the middle of a lot of companies, you can be able to help find customers back from your home country. So let me give you an example. If you have a consulting company over here and some companies want to move to your home country, you be a mediator. You get me? Yeah, you help the company move and set a branch in your home country. And you helping the company to move to set a branch in your home country, you can strike a deal with them. Okay, put that aside. Aside that, just in case if a customer or people from your home country want to come to China to come and purchase some goods, you are the middleman, or you are the agent. And whatever goods they purchase, you can have a percentage on that. Example, if they are coming to buy something of large quantity, because you know the factories can give you a cut for bringing them a customer. Mr. Benjamin Mensah, thank you for coming. I hope you are watching us from Ghana. Salute to you, Mr. Benjamin Mensah. Yeah, so setting up as an entrepreneur over here is another opportunity. I'll classify it as a job opportunity that a lot of Africans and a lot of West Africans have not thought of, and they are not yet looking at. The next job opportunity that you can find over here is one kind of service job opportunity, but then you find out there's a necessity for it. That is a hairdresser. Yeah. We have very few hairdressing saloons here that can do the hair of black people, Africans. Most of the Chinese barbering saloons and hairdressing saloons cannot really cut our hair, cannot deal with our hair. So it gives, there's a loophole, because no African or no black person wants to go give his or her hair to the Chinese to mess it up. So you find that we travel very far to just get our hair cut. For me personally, I can travel about, let's say, 2 hours just to get my hair done. And if we had more people who can do hair over here, I think my travel time would be cut short or be reduced. Example, if I have an African who can do my hair in this neighborhood, I wouldn't travel about 2 hours to just get my hair done. So if you have some skill of doing hair, yeah, you can get a job here in China. I think it's time to start receiving questions and getting them answered. Jamaica, are you around? You Jamaica? If people from Jamaica are around, you can send me your questions. Bigaton, salute to you, Bigaton. Bigaton is an artist who is in China. Artist who comes to China to perform. He's the first grand record-breaking artist who brought reggae music to China. Reggae music wasn't so popular in China, and Bigaton is doing the job. Salute to you, Bigaton. Salute to you, my friends in Brazil. Yeah, Brazil, if you're around, you can bring in your question. Japan, salute to all my friends in Japan. I'm still waiting for your questions. Salute to all my friends and my fans watching me from Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi. Salute to you all. Cameroon, yeah, salute to you all. Salute to all my friends watching me from Shanghai here, we are family here. Salute to all my friends watching me from Guangzhou, Beijing, Xi'an, Qingdao. Salute to you all. So I'll bring the show to an end. We have somebody coming in, Julian coming in, but Julian, the show is about to end. Yeah, thank you very much for coming in. God bless you all. I hope you be with me next week. Thank you and goodbye.